Matt Lenihan for Boxing Social in association with William Hill and Empire Fight Store. I'd like to be joined by Ebanie Bridges. Ebanie, I feel like it's been a little while.
Yeah.
We were at a GBM show last time, I think, when we were speaking about what's next for you. You're move trainer, but you're here for Nicola Hopewell.
Yeah.
This is her fight. I think she's co-headlining. Titles are on the line. How proud are you, Nicola? And obviously you've worked with her for a long time now, and now you're on board as a sponsor as well as a friend. You must be really proud.
Yeah, I'm so excited because I know she's been wanting this Commonwealth title shot for ages. I know, like, she's only 3-0, but, you know, women's boxing, it moves really, really fast, and I know that she was supposed to have it a while ago, and then it fell through, so now that it's actually happening, you know, we're all really, really excited. She's excited, and, you know, Emma's a great opponent for her, and it's a great challenge for both of them. You know, they're both kind of at that point in their career where they do need to step it up, and I've got to take my hat off to Emma for, you know, I say allowing or using Nicola as a voluntary, because it's not an easy voluntary, you know. So I'm very excited. It's going to be fireworks.
How pleased are you you know how difficult this game is, especially for women. You've sort of, I believe, you've gone a long way to sort of help change this game a little bit now, bring eyeballs to the sport. Someone like Nicola who's just coming through, you know how hard it is. How pleasing is it to see, obviously, someone like her who's, you know, worked her way up and she's now getting them rewards and getting these fights?
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm honestly so happy for her because she deserves it. I really do think that she can be a world champion, and, you know, this is where it starts, you know, these Commonwealth titles and these, you know, European and British titles. It's where it starts. So, you know, if all goes to plan, which I think it will, I think she'll get that belt, you know, on October 6th, and then can go on to the next things. And, you know, it is hard. It's very hard in this sport to get on the shows or get the traction or get the opportunities. But if you have a belt and you have a title, you're more likely. So it's really important for where she is in her career. You know, she's not on the very big platforms. You know, this is going to help her a lot. And GBM, you know, I'm so stoked that Izzy's been able to put this together and that they've been able to make this fight happen, because it's the next best thing, isn't it?
In terms of small shows, I was saying to Izzy, it's got big fight feel.
Honestly.
But is it a bit of I suppose it'd be a dream of hers, but would you two one day maybe share a card? Could that be a possibility if she gets this? How good would that be for you two to do that maybe one day?
I'd love to do that. You know, obviously, you know, as far as I know, when you're, you know, headlining fights, which should be me next year, you can, you know, you have a little bit of say who's on your undercard, and I would like to, you know, have some girls on my undercard, you know, and give girls the opportunity to be seen, and I would absolutely love that. It'd be, honestly, I think it would be one of her dreams as well as mine to be able to fight in the same card. It'd be mega.
Right, let's talk about you. You created waves a week ago, anti-Joshua Fight Night. You walked out of that bus, Conor McGregor, Irish Forge Stout. How did this relationship come about? I think you sort of had a bit of criticism online, but I mean, anything anyone's doing gets criticised these days. Just talk to me about how this sort of working relationship came about with Conor and some of the feedback that people have had online.
Yeah. Look, you know, like I said the last time when we kind of blew up, I've been talking to Conor McGregor for a while, like as in friends. Just he supports my career. He supports boxing. He supports women's boxing. You know, he likes what I do. You know, he's always been quite supportive. And obviously meeting at the Katie Taylor fight in Ireland for the first time, we just, like, you know, hit it off, obviously. And then, you know, it also hit it off in the tabloids, in the media. You know, people went wild over it. So I think, you know, being a smart businessman that he is, and also the fact that he wants to take over he's on a mission to take over the stout. Like, he wants to be the face of any stout. His is the most important, you know, and every business decision that Conor McGregor has made so far has been smart, right? So I think when he thought about it and he was like, you know, how can we push my brand out there? You know, what's going to get out there a little bit more than just me drinking it, as in him just having a stout in his hand. That is obviously me with a blonde bomber. So, you know, yeah, he just, like, you know, they contacted me. His team contacted me and said, hey, would you be down for working with us and being part of the Forged Army, you know? And yeah, it's kind of just come from that, really.
You received a bit of criticism online, but what do you make of that? Do you think people are doing that because maybe they're not looking at the long game, and you know that you create eyes, but you plus Conor creates eyes?
Yeah.
Is that, do you think it's a misunderstanding, or do you think people just like to hate kind of thing?
I just think it's people just like to hate, because anyone that is kind of smart or not a hater that's like blocked by jealousy and bitterness or whatever it is, would see that, all that stuff that they're saying, it's quite obvious of what it is. It's a promotion, it's a business thing. It's not some affair, or it's not, I'm wearing his kit, like his gear. We're getting photos taken in public purposely with like, it's just, to me, it's common sense, but these people, they got nothing better to do. And I'm telling you right now, that my post that I made about getting winning a date with me at the Black Forge Inn, home of Conor McGregor, you have to comment and tag a friend on my post. I got over 2,000 comments, and I'm telling you, about half of those people are probably the same people that are hating on me. So it's just how the world works. But to be honest, I also think it's a little bit like Conor McGregor he's the biggest name in combat sports besides, say, like a Mayweather or something. Everyone knows who Conor McGregor is. And with that exposure comes more hate. He has so much hate as well, So the bigger you get, the more hate you get, the more love you get, but it just comes with the package, doesn't it?
Yeah, it seems to come with the territory.
That's the territory. Exactly. It doesn't bother me because I'm the one here, setting up my future and doing business moves, and while you guys are doing what you're doing.
Let's be honest, you're not like averse to people talking about you. It happens all the time. You've been doing it since you stepped foot in this country. Talk to me a bit about yourself. When can we next expect to see you back out? I feel like we've been waiting for some news on you. I know you're eager now that you've not got this injury anymore to get back out. What's going on?
Yeah, it's very frustrating. I wanted to get 2 fights out this year, and it seems to have been held up a little bit. I'm here wanting a fight. I wanted to fight in September. I wanted to fight in October. Just waiting on the Matchroom and Eddie Hearn to give me a date and tell me a card that they can put me on. So hopefully it's soon, guys, because I miss fucking punching people in the head as well. Trust me, I'm ready to go. And me and my team are working, and we're saying, please, let's get me out.
So hopefully before the end of the year, you've obviously. I know it's
better be before the fucking end of the year. I haven't fought since December. It's actually ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? I need to get out, and I'm desperate to get out and fight.
What's the issue? Why are they finding it? I'm sure that people are queuing up to fight you because obviously they know that you're a name. So you must obviously, working with Matchroom, they must want to get you back out before these huge fights that are coming.
I don't know. Maybe I'm too expensive and they can't fit me in the budget. Who knows? But I don't know. It's just I want to fight. Look, I don't know. I got to get out there. I've said it. We want to do. It just seems to just be. I was supposed to be fair, I was supposed to fight an AJ card, but that fell through. I did get a pretty bad injury in training that held me back, and because I only had 8 weeks for that fight, me and my team and Dave and that was like, do you know what, don't rush it back. So that kind of, it's a bit of everything, and now it's just trying to get a fight now after that. It's frustrating, trust me. I'm going to have a fight in a car park soon if I don't fucking get in a fight.
Talk to me about Dave. How's the relationship going with Dave? You moved up, obviously he speaks very highly of you. How you found that you two gelling well? Yeah,
it's really good. I'm learning so much, and that's that was all about the move. Wanting to learn, and he's such a honestly, I'm just seeing it inspiring, and I'm feeling it. I feel like not a different fighter, but a better, more fine-tuned fighter. What I do is just doing what I do, but better. And I feel so strong with just the technical stuff. So I'm really excited. I want to get out there and just crack.
Can I just get your opinion on, obviously, the things in boxing that are making the news at the minute? Alycia Baumgardner's failed a test. We seem to be seeing a lot more of this sort of stuff come to light now. Is it a bit disheartening when you're in the sport and you know that obviously you're passing drug testing, people are now failing? We're seeing this a lot more now. Is it a bit disheartening? I'm not asking you to say anything bad on her. I just mean in general for the sport.
I don't know if it's disheartening. I think it's a good thing that things are getting found and it's getting drug tested. And they are getting more findings. I think the disheartening thing is that the testing isn't done soon enough, so the fights are still happening. It needs, not all of them, obviously. There are some.
A lot of them, though.
Yeah, a lot of them still are. And obviously with the Alycia one, she still had the fight. And I think that's where the danger comes in, whereas the ones that are getting done before the fights is good because, you just don't know what's going to happen in the ring. Look, drug testing is a lot more sensitive than it used to be. And I think people, if they are using they're obviously miscalculating whatever they're calculating. Do you know what I mean? So, it's just don't do it at all.
Do we need to be serving a lot of harsher bans? I know Zolani Tete, who fought under Frank Warren, he's just received a 4-year ban for a failed test. Do we need to start seeing lengthier bans?
Yeah, Yeah, definitely. I mean, we definitely need to see bans like proper. Do you know what I mean? Really, really definitely has to be stricter. It's hard because you got people like your Conor Benns who have proven their innocence, and other fighters that are able to prove their innocence, and then that's kind of like then you got people that it's like maybe they don't have the money to prove their innocence, so then they get banned, or it's such a grey. It shouldn't be a grey area, but it's a grey area. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's certain drugs that you're getting tested for. The drugs that Alycia got tested for, like they're some hard drugs to prove your innocence with. Do you know what I mean? But then there's some other drugs where it's like, well, it could be contamination, and because of the sensitivity, things are being contaminated. That's why when you take supplements, you should always do batch tested supplements. It's your job as an athlete to make sure that you're taking stuff that's obviously being batch tested, or that it's not banned. But yeah, it's like I said, it's unfortunate that if people are cheating, they're cheating, but it's very fortunate, and we've got to be blessed that they're getting caught.
Well said. Have you got a message to the fans, everyone who's been getting behind you, who's going to be getting behind Nicola for this big fight?
Yeah, guys, thanks for your patience. I want to get out there and fight. Trust me, I want to get out there and fight. As much as I love doing my OnlyFans and all that kind of stuff, I do love punching heads a lot more. And I haven't had a paycheck from boxing since December, so thank God for OnlyFans. If you want to subscribe, Ebanie Bridges, go check it out. And other than that, just keep supporting me, guys. I appreciate everyone that supports me. And has my back, and make sure you tune in October 6th to watch my friend Nicola go in there and do what she does best. I really do believe she can be a world champion, so expect an excellent fight between both her and Emma Dolan.
Ebanie, appreciate your time as always. Hopefully we'll catch up when you got some fight news.
Yeah, hopefully.